Alright, my fellow Americans, and when I say Americans, I mean American citizens, it's gotten to the point where all this fighting has become ridiculous. It used to be a time where we could talk about politics and it would not come to fistfights. But now it seems like every other day it's turning into a fistfight. And I understand that certain organizations do have people that cause issues. And when it comes to police, yes, there's good officers and then there's bad officers. Same with groups that protest. You're gonna have good people and bad people. And there's some organizations that, no matter what, they are actually got a bunch of bad people in them. I mean, if you end up turning a peaceful event you come to a peaceful event and end up making it end in some violent act, you are no longer considered a protest organization. You're more on the extremist / domestic terrorist. And there's a group that, no matter what I see, is pretty much leaning this way, because it seems like most of their stuff is politically motivated, which, if you do the act of violence, or the use of violence in for using violence for the goal of making your political view for your political views, can be considered terrorism. Now, I'm not going to go in depth on that. There is forces trying to tear this country apart. There's a lot of countries that would like to see us at each other's throats rather than standing together. Because the saying, united we stand, divided we fall. And right now, this country's divided. We need to have this mentality, hey, this is my opinion, but I'm not going to stop you from having your opinion. So, I am a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. Doesn't mean I'm going to make you have to get a firearm just because I think people should have a firearm. Now, when it comes to the vaccination, I have gotten it, but I'm not going to force people to get it, because that's how it should be. I can recommend you get it, but I'm not going to force you to get it. And that's how it should be. You highly recommend something, but you don't force it on them. And that's how the government should be acting. Now, I'm going to go back to the whole Blue Lives Matter, or BLM, and Black Lives Matter thing. That whole fight, it has become a massive issue in this country. You got innocent police officers being harmed or killed for no reason. And as me, as a soldier that is actually part of a military police organization, it makes me scared that one day someone's gonna turn around, see me in a uniform, and attack me. It's gotten to the point where I think if I'm going on long trips, I need to carry a firearm. It used to be I didn't really carry a firearm on me unless I was going to a range or anything. But now more days than not, I am carrying. And some days I feel like I should probably wear a ballistic vest. We need to stop this fighting. Period. If someone says something you don't agree with, you shouldn't be attacking them, doxing them, making their lives miserable because they don't agree with your opinion. It should be like, you should be just like, they state their opinion, you state their opinion, and hopefully maybe something somewhere may help them understand. But I'm gonna put it this way, I don't think it's gonna happen yet. And but I'm hoping maybe some people find this video and maybe think, hey, we need to stop fighting against each other and work towards remaking this country the United States of America instead of the divided States of America. I'm not going to get into all these other events that are happening because everyone has their opinions. I mean, like, I might as well go into the immigration thing. The immigration system does need reworked, but here's the thing: verbiage is key when talking about certain stuff. When I know that Trump got in a lot of hot water for the way he worded things, like building the wall. Well, I see the wall as more of a security feature rather than blocking anyone from coming in. It helps keep the bad guys out, and that you're able to allow the good people in, the people that are not here to cause problems. And people get the wrong things in their minds when you tell them we're gonna build a wall to keep people out. It's more of, we're building this wall for security purposes to protect American citizens from the bad people that are in Mexico. We don't have many issues with bad people coming from Canada, but we do have a lot coming from the Mexico border. I've heard stories from people who have been down to the border running a identification system that they've come across people that were on a terrorist watch list coming across the border. That's something we need to think about. We need to have the border secured to make sure we don't have incidents like 9/11 happen again. So we need to sometimes working on our verbiage, because you have to. I know the whole defund the police. They need. Some of them have actually stated that they don't actually want to get rid of the police department. They want to have retraining. The officers train differently, or they can call it better. But they need to reword that to make some. But that's not. This is not going to happen until people understand that their wording, the way they word something, has consequences. Their actions have consequences. And usually, when I have an issue where I break a rule or a law, I deal with the consequences that come towards me. And I'm going to leave you with this: united we stand, divided we fall.